Hi, it's Yogi Carlson here. I love the Super Mario Brothers, and today we're going back in time to some of the old school Mario cartoons, namely the Super Mario Brothers Super Show, which aired in 1989 and aired in repeats a few times over the years as well. There were two sets released back around 2006, so I'm going to unbox both of these and I'll share my opinions. So, here's set one. Nice shot of Mario and Luigi on the cover, top of the box, bottom of the box, side of the spine. Inner packaging here. Art on here is pretty much the same as the outer part. Got a list of the episodes here. Each disc has a few bonus features, including things like interviews and concept art. We fold this open and we have discs. Each one has a different character pictured. I'm not going to pull the discs off here because the art underneath is just basically those same pictures of the characters. So I'm trying to get through this review as quickly as possible while still being thorough. And then we have Volume 2. There were 52 episodes of the series in total. However, there's 4 that don't have their live action segments, so those are presented as bonus episodes on the Volume 2 disc. So, Volume 2, Disc 1. They got some like rough concept art on there as well, which I kind of like that. Volume 2, Disc 2. Volume 2, Disc 3. You notice the princess is actually a redhead in the show because that's how she was originally depicted in the games. Although when Mario World came out, she's been depicted as blonde ever since. Then we have Disc 4, which has the last few episodes and some more bonus features. The Super Mario Brothers Super Show is actually split into 2 segments. There's a cartoon in each episode, and there's live action segments at the beginning and the end of each episode with the cartoon in the middle. In these segments, actor Danny Wells played Luigi, and legendary WWF wrestler Captain Lou Albano portrayed Mario. These guys also voiced the characters in the cartoon. And the live action segments were just sort of, goofy, low-budget comedy sketches. Nothing too special, but they certainly have some fun, nostalgic moments. And they managed to get a few pretty interesting guest stars to come onto the show as well, including the likes of Nicole Eggert, Ed Metzger, the guy that does the Albert Einstein show. And then, like Sergeant Slaughter, the wrestler, was on here a few times. The list goes on. If you go online, you can probably find a more thorough list of some of the people that were on here. The cartoons themselves actually, usually they're parodies of popular works or movies. Like there's a Robin Hood parody, there's an Indiana Jones parody, there's one that's a parody of Washington crossing the Delaware, there's an episode where they're out on a pirate ship, there's an episode that's a parody of The Untouchables, and then Bowser, or just Koopa, or King Koopa as he's called here, of course is the main villain, but he often takes on like goofy persona names depending on what the episode requires. For instance, in that Untouchables parody, he's Al Capone, or there's an episode set in like ancient Roman times, so he's Augustus Septemberus Octoberus Koopa, and they just have funny stuff like that in a lot of the episodes. Although in some episodes his persona is just normal, but then he has a lot of his henchmen and villains from the games. Like he has Mouser, and then he has like Snippets, Shy Guys, Flurries. A lot of the enemies from Mario 2 appear, although Wart, the villain from Mario 2, is not actually in the game, in the show. But the show is a lot of fun to revisit for nostalgia's sake. I can't say that certain elements have really held up that well. There's a ton of animation mistakes, and a lot of times characters speak with the wrong voice, but I think this sort of thing just adds to the charm of it. And this show also, Monday through Thursday was Mario, but then Friday they would show a Legend of Zelda episodes. The Zelda episodes are not here, but they were released in a separate set, and I'll be looking at that in another video. Picture quality on these discs obviously is not the best because it's an old show and those live action segments were shot on videotape. It's better than your old bootleg VHS tapes, so I'll at least say that much. Don't come in here expecting something that looks absolutely picture perfect, crystal clear, and beautiful, and you'll be fine. And there are several bonus features across the seasons, including an interview with Captain Lou Albano. There's some fan stories, a lot of concept art, and some of the episodes that are missing live action segments, presumably due to legal reasons, are included as bonus features in the Volume 2 set. Now, some of the covers of popular music that were done in this series were replaced with just other generic songs and instrumentals, so that is something to keep in mind, and it's not entirely unexpected. Licensed music on home video has always been a nightmare when it comes to releasing older shows. Probably the reason we still don't have the 80s Alvin and the Chipmunks cartoon on DVD. So I do have to say, if you can track down these releases, they're worth getting. There have been reissues of the Super Mario Bros. Super Show on DVD, but a lot of those reissues don't include any of the live action segments, so if you do decide to get the show, these are the sets to try to track down if you can find them for a fair price. How about you? Did you grow up watching the Super Mario Bros. Super Show? Is it your favorite Mario cartoon? Comment down below and let me know what you think. Also, remember to subscribe to this channel for more content. I'm always posting new videos. And make sure you listen to like if you found it helpful. I'm Taylor T. Carlson. I'll see you next time.